What up guys, it's Sam here from The Motorist. So as you can see behind me is the new Polo GTI. Spent a lot of time in this car. It was on the launch earlier this year. We did some filming for VW and now I've been fortunate enough to have it for the whole of the December period. So I drove it from Durban to Cape Town, which is, if you don't know, South Africa is about 1600 k's. Spent a lot of the time in the car, really enjoyed it, really got to know it. So now I'm just going to do a walk around of the vehicle, have a look at inside, outside, look at some of the cool features, all that kind of stuff, so you guys can get to know it better, and hopefully it helps make your decision if you want to buy one or not. First things first, let's have a look at the design of the car. Let's do a walk around. Let's have a look at some of the nice design cues. Then we'll move on to the inside. Cool? Let's go. See? Magic. Okay, first things first. Polo GTI. You'll be able to notice it by the big red GTI badge, funny enough. And then also this beautiful sort of red lining that runs all the way through and through the headlights on the front of the grille. It's a very, very nice feature of the car, and I think from the front end, it's obviously the best looking Polo GTI there is. I think the basic Polo looks alright. A few people actually don't like it. Then you get the Polo R-Line, which is lovely, but I think this Polo GTI looks the best. This is the metallic blue colour. The name escapes me, I'll put it here, but it is an optional extra, but it looks beautiful in this colour. Cool, moving on. Okay, so here, just down here, are BW's 18-inch Braseca wheels, I think you say it like that. Also an optional extra, but beautiful. Look great on the car. Very, very nice. Back of the car, also very lovely. Could be one of my favourite angles of the GTI. Kind of love these. The headlights, the nice sharp lines here, but overall, like the new GTI, the new Polo, it's a lot more sharp here, edgy than the old model, and I really like it. This one looks great, definitely. Look, another GTI badge, just in case you're wondering. Okay, moving on. So guys, boot space, as you can see, hold on a minute. There we go. Oh no. Now I look like Casper the Friendly Ghost. Boom. So as you can see, boot space is pretty good, great for prams and all that kind of stuff. But let me give you a bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Relation, something you can relate to. Hold on. So, as you can see, I'm 168 centimeters and I fit pretty well in this boot, to be honest. Yeah, so if you ever want to kidnap anyone between 165 and 175, you don't even need to put the rear seats down. Moving on. So guys, base spec on this Polo GTI is 375,000 rand, but this has got quite a few options on it. Paint, the wheels, some of the tech inside. So for a nicely spec'd GTI, you definitely look at it over 400. But yeah, base 375. Let's go have a look at the inside. I've stepped in the car for a moment. I've put the rear seats down, right? Just give you a little bit of a look of that. Epic. Now you'd be surprised what can fit in a Polo with this setup. I mean, when we drove down from Durban, we had like 4 or 5 big clothes bags. We were bringing stuff down for other people. We had 2 sets of golf clubs and all sorts. So you can really actually, if there's only 2 of you and you're a couple and you're going on a road trip, you can put those rear seats down and you can fill it big time, baby. Like, get loads of stuff in the back, which is really cool. That's what we did. That's what we're doing when we go back. Epic. It's hot today. It's so hot. I'm literally cooking in here. You could put me on a bread roll and eat me. That's how well done I'll be after the time I finish this. Anyway, moving on, I'm going to move over to that side because I'm in the passenger seat. I'm going to go sit here. I'm going to show you some of the tech inside this car, some of the epic stuff, and yeah, let's go do that. So guys, we're inside the Polo GTI, and it's a really cool cabin. It's very quirky, modern, edgy. You kind of got this beautiful red kind of trim that runs along here. It's quite edgy and sharp in the design. Classic VW steering wheel with the controls, nice sunroof, and then lots of sort of compartments and things to put your stuff. And then obviously we've got the big 2 dual screens here, which I want to go into a little bit more detail about now. Okay guys, so let's have a look at some of the tech inside the car. Here we've got the Discover Pro navigation system. I kind of love how it really just fits into the dash. It doesn't stick out, it's very complete. And you can access everything from here, and it's really easy. So you've got your radio settings, all your radio stations will pop up with here with the specified artwork. Let's just turn this aircon down on the music. Your station lists here, which you can obviously group and move around and how you like it, so that's all kind of great. And you've also got a manual tuner there if you fancy doing a bit of manual tuning. Your media systems, so this is where you'll either access your music via Bluetooth or by USB. The car's got 2 USB ports down here, which is great because you and the person you're traveling with can charge your devices. You can also put in SD cards, which can also be a source, and like I said, CD, and then also your Bluetooth audio. This is one of my favorite systems. It's so kind of really easy to use. You can go in here and change some of your settings, turn off traffic announcements, your Bluetooth settings, and all this kind of malarkey. Dead easy system to use. Your phone system is there as well, which connects. You can see my phone is connected, and you can add favorites and see text messages and all that kind of stuff, which is great. Voice, the car does come with voice control, which is an optional extra, along with the App Connect, which is your Android Auto and your Apple CarPlay. I would love to show you the system, but I just sold my iPhone for a Huawei. I'm not a snob like Cisco, and I don't think Android Auto is activated in the country yet, never mind on this vehicle. So we'll come out of there. Navigation, I don't use the navigation in the car too much because I use my wife's iPhone and Apple Maps. But what's really nice is when you do use it through this system, which I did use it links through to the active info display, which we are going to talk about just now. Okay, cool. So navigation, really easy to sort of figure out, self-explanatory. App Connect, so it's where you got your Apple CarPlay and your Android Auto. You plug your phone in, it'll ask you to connect, everything works la-di-da. Then you go into the car settings. Now you've got your Think Blue Trainer here, which is supposed to kind of help you drive more economically. These rings do mean something. I read about it once. I can't really remember what they mean now, but if you actually go into the manual online and look it up, it's dead interesting. And then you get your blue score out of 100 and your liters per 100 Ks. Nice little one is the performance monitor, which gives you your kilowatts, G-forces, and turbo pressure. Then your vehicle status. You can go through and see tire pressure indicators. Okay, you can see I need fuel. I've only got 5 Ks. It'll bring up any warnings there. And yeah, and then all there's kind of a few other really cool features. Your driving data as well. It tells you how you've been doing. So now, this is cool, but it is even better when you link it through to the active info display. Here, I'm going to drop the steering wheel a little bit so you can see it better. Yeah, so let's talk about the active info display now. Filming. Okay, so this is the active info display. It is an optional extra, but it's well worth it, especially on a small hatch like this. So as you can see there, I've got my rev gauge, my speed. Inside is my since start time. And then what we can do is we can sort of just go through your different things. So you've got your audio here. You go through your audio stations very simply through the middle. Come out of that, you can go through your telephone, your vehicle status, and you can scroll through the menus on that. Lap timer, if you're on a track and you want to start timing your laps and have some fun. Obviously your consumption, you can go through and see different facts here. So if I want to see my range or my speed or my trip distance, or even edit other driving information, that shows up right in the middle there, which is pretty cool. So there we got range, 5Ks. Navigation, which is kind of my favorite view. I love seeing the maps when I'm driving. But then what you do is you come down to here and you click view, and then you get that, which is really, really beautiful. And then you can scroll through and everything's a little bit bigger. You've still got your speed at the bottom and then the gear that you're in. Fuel stays constant on this left side here, and engine temperature over here. So let's go back to the navigation. Then from here you can click view again, like that, and then you get that view, or you get this view, or you get that view. This is my favorite view. I really like it. But this display is great. You can kind of do everything you need to do and see what you need to see right here, control it all from the steering wheel, and not have to start messing with the display over here and things like that. And it's great for the navigation because you can just look there and see where you've got to go. Okay guys, I'm sitting in the back of the Polo GTI here, and I just want to give you guys sort of another angle so you can see what I'm sort of seeing. So like I said, I'm 5'7", and you can sort of see the legroom here it's pretty decent for a guy my size. I'm on the smaller side of the range for guys, so you want to take into account that guys that are like 6 foot and a bit bigger, your knees are probably going to be pushing up here a bit. But apart from that, it's kind of very cozy, and it's enough space for 2 grown adults in the back, 3 kids. But it's going to get a little bit tight if you start squashing in 3 sort of guys here. What's happening? So from a passenger perspective, it's kind of as you would expect. It's really comfortable, seats are nice, you got easy access to the screens and all that kind of stuff, even though they're kind of focused on the driver. Still easy to use from this angle. My wife spent 16 hours in this car driving down from Durban. She hates road trips. She was pretty happy here. So yeah, that's that. Moving on. Okay guys, so here's the story. I'm not going to give you a driven review on the GTI because there's already one of those on our channel. It's, if you click here, I'm hoping that's in frame, but if you click here, you'll be able to see it. But what I will say is this: don't be scared by the GTI badge and thinking it's a hard, performance-oriented hot hatch, because it can be that. But I was really surprised on my drive down from Durban to Cape Town how comfortable and how easy the car was to drive over long distances. I've driven a Club Sport from Joburg to Cape Town, and it was quite a painful experience because even in comfort mode that car was pretty hard. But with this car, you stick it in comfort, traction control if you want to, and off you go, and it's really easy, really comfortable. Fuel economy wasn't too bad. Went through the garden route, got like 7 litres per 100 Ks. On the way back, we're going the other way, past Bloemfontein, and hoping to get a better fuel economy figure. But like, that was nice, easy driving, going through some towns and all that kind of malarkey that you do when you do that route. And the car was really comfortable. So it can be, and it is, very good as a daily drive, as a daily car, going to work, doing the school run, whatever you want to do. Great, really comfortable. Sound system is great. The tech on a car at this level is really cool. You can even get some of that tech like the active info display on the normal Polos, which is a big benefit. But from a performance perspective and cruising on the road, it's also really nice. 147 kilowatts, 320 newton meters from the 2-litre turbo engine. And it kind of actually surprised me, when you want to kick down and when you want to overtake, this car flies, absolutely flies. So it's kind of a really good all-round package from a hot hatch, if that's what you're looking for. Yes, you will pay for it. It's a German car. It's built really well, built here in South Africa. But what you get a lot for your money, and you get some bang for your buck. And people do look at this car. When you're driving around in town and all that kind of stuff, people look at it, it grabs attention. There's not been on the road, it's pretty new. But yeah, overall, really good hatch. I've actually really enjoyed living with it for the past month. You get much more of a feel for what cars are like. Sometimes we only get to drive them for a day or two on a launch and we've got to try and give it an opinion. But having the car for a month, really able to just dig down into it, see what it was like in day-to-day driving. And it was really easy to live with. It's like if I was going to put it into perspective, it's like a normal Polo, but with the added benefit of having that sportiness, the GTI-ness, the nice engine, the nice noise, the speed. etc, etc. It kind of blends both of those together. Great package, really good all-round car, and it also sounds great. But if you want something faster than this, then you can buy one of those. Can you just turn the camera? Oh wait, I am the cameraman. You can buy one of those. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you later.